ago now, I was in a negative living situation with friends who would no longer be. It was during this time that I was led to find a place on my own. However, this led to concerns about personal safety, especially being a female living alone. I guess I had had those concerns in the back of my mind all along, but they seemed to get stronger a few months after finding my new apartment. Self-defense classes would occasionally cross my mind, but at the time I had no real intention of getting involved in anything. Driving sometimes, I would pass by the martial arts center, and I would see the sign, but I wouldn't think much more of it. Other times, I would drive by and see people practicing in the parking lot, and I would think, how embarrassing would that be? Oh, I couldn't do that. As time went on, though, the thought of martial arts would come to my mind more frequently. And I remember one time driving by the center, and for some reason the thought switched. It went from, I can never do that, to wonder if I should do that. And this was without any conscious effort that this mindset changed. I was now including myself in the picture that I was always on the outside looking at. Soon after, I decided to research a little bit more about the Martial Arts Center, further nudging me in the direction of martial arts, though I was still very unsure of the whole thing. About a week later, I remember going to Pier 1 at the corner of Airport and Reynolds, and there I saw the Martial Arts Center car that was always parked in the dojo, looking like it was getting ready to pull out in front of me every time I drove by. And even when I thought that was coincidental enough, since I had been thinking about it so much around that time, once inside I heard someone ask sensei and senpai, though I didn't know that's who they were at the time, about adult classes, which really was the hesitation of knowing if I wanted to get involved in something. So I thought that was yet another coincidence, as I tried to act like I was shopping nearby to hear more about the adult classes taught. It wasn't until after all these so-called coincidences that I really felt like God was trying to lead me into martial arts, and specifically to the Martial Arts Center. Since beginning, I still feel like there's a lot that He actually wants me to learn in class, and most of it not even related to self-defense or personal safety. There's so much more I need to learn, especially in regard to mindfulness, to carry throughout the rest of my responsibilities in daily life. Though I feel healthier and walk more confidently, having been involved in this art, I know I need to do even more to cultivate patience and meditation specifically. One key instruction that I find myself saying more and more in outside situations is be here now. Multitasking has always been like a so-called talent, but I'm becoming more aware of how I'm not focusing on or enjoying the task at hand, and so I'll kind of tell myself, be here now. Think of this moment, what I'm doing right now, and this helps keep that part of me in check. Of course, I'm not where I feel I need to be, and I have much more to learn, and even more to successfully implement, but it's beginning to make a difference in my daily life and in my spiritual life. Martial arts means discipline to me. It means physical and mental challenge to me. My body is pushed physically, and my mind is pushed technically, as well as in terms of focus. I practice because there's more I want to learn, because I barely know anything in this expansive field, and because I love the practicality of all of it as well. It isn't just exercise or self-defense or this style or that style. It is incredibly complex, and I love the challenge it provides me and the expectations which are created when I continually recognize the need to pull all of these teachings into my daily life off the